So today we're going to talk about two of our iconic Australian species, our wombats and koalas. Lisa and I are going to go through some of the differences, point them out to you, and also show you their absolute cuteness.
So this is Susan. She is one of our lovely koalas here at the zoo. She is 6 years old, so she's in the prime of her life.
This is Kato, and she's a very special common wombat that we have here at the zoo. She is now 22 years old, which is absolutely amazing for a common wombat.
The wombat and the koala came from the same line of animals and developed in so different directions. One of them stayed on the ground for food, the other one went up the tree, and they are utilizing those same features that they've developed over time, just in different ways.
So similar to your koala, our wombats have that cartilage plate on their bottom.
The koala's cartilage plate is perfectly designed to wedge themselves in the fork of a tree and sit there basically 24/7 without being in pain and avoiding the numbum. So it is a very handy tool, a very good feature for them to find that stability in the tree and not fall out of the trees as well. So that cartilage plate in combination with their long claws, sharp claws that they can dig into the bark as well, makes them not fall out of trees all the time.
Wombats use their cartilage plate as their main defense. When they feel threatened, they'll run into that burrow and use it as a door to plug that burrow shut with their bottom. That predator could, put up a fight for quite a while, biting and scratching at that bottom, but because they have little to no nerve endings, they can hold up a fight for quite a while. Now, if that predator weren't to give up, what a wombat can do, they can lower themselves like a piece of dough under 10 centimeters, let the skull of that predator in, and then they'll thump it to the roof of the burrow, sometimes crushing that skull. Her hands, you might be able to tell, she has 2 thumbs, just like so, and 3 fingers here, and that just helps them climb those massive eucalypts out in the bush. And then on her back foot here, she's got 3 fingers. One of those fingers actually has a conjoined toe and 2 nails on it. So she uses that to groom herself, all of her body, and will often find fluff in that toe there. And then you'll be able to see as well on that back foot, one of their little thumbs there doesn't have a nail. So when they're climbing up those big eucalypts, it's so their back feet don't get caught on the tree. So it's a pretty cool evolution. So wombats' back feet are pigeon-toed inwards, and it's really cool because it's their shovels. So when they're digging with those front legs, super powerful, they will use those back feet to flick the dirt out of their burrow, like that. Wombats are the smartest marsupial. Our koalas have a smooth brain, so they don't have the learning capacity of a wombat, but in that respect, their brain makeup is a little bit different. So wombats still have the ridges on their brains. That's why they're so intelligent and smart, whereas our koalas, more their life revolves around eat, sleep, and go to the toilet.
Their eyesight is pretty bad. They can only see about 2 meters in front of their face. Everything else is just a big blur. And according to studies, they can't even really see colors. They can only see general shapes and patterns and things like that. So they are very, very limited when it comes to their eyesight. But the sense of smell and the hearing really triggers those instincts that they need to survive out in the wild.
That's it. And that's where wombats and koalas are quite similar. So wombats don't have good eyesight as well, as they are crepuscular species. So they're most active dawn and dusk. And wombats, they don't need good eyesight underground. They need good hearing and sense of smell, just like our koalas.
Now the girls we just met are just a few of over 60 koalas we have here at the zoo. There's a lot going on. Around half of those koalas are on display in our different areas and habitats for you guys to see. The other half lives behind the scenes. Those are mostly our breeding individuals because we are part of that fantastic breeding program here at Australia Zoo as well.
Watch out! Whoa, 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 whoa. Danger, danger, danger. I thought you clicked on that. Now, whatever you do, don't click on it. That's danger, remember? No clicking, no clicking.